Hi there. Well, today's video is going to be one that I've really been looking forward to filming for you. This is going to be a review of Philosophy's Renewed Hope in a Jar. This is a product that I didn't know anything about. It wasn't something I was anticipating trying. It just was a very happy accident, but I'm really excited to tell you about what it's done for my skin, the benefits of it, and just all the details you could hopefully want to know. So let's go ahead and get started. As I do with all of my product reviews, I'm going to start by giving you some basic details about the Renewed Hope in a Jar. So first of all, it is offered in 3 sizes. There's a 0.5 ounce, a 2 ounce, which is the size that I purchased, and then a 4 ounce. So the 0.5 ounce is $16, the 2 ounce is $47, and the 4 ounce is $75. And I did order mine through Sephora, but it is available wherever Philosophy products are sold. So a little bit more about how I came to try out this product. It was a sample that I had in my stash, and I really didn't even know that I had it until I went to look for a new moisturizer. So I had spent a few days at my mother-in-law's house back in April, and during that time I had not packed any of my normal skincare. And the funny thing that happened while I was there is that my skin actually improved. I didn't have any breakouts. I didn't have some of the issues that I normally have. So I knew that there was something in my normal routine that was irritating my skin. So the only thing that I was using while I was there was a Philosophy Purity Made Simple little travel size of cleanser that I had. I didn't have any moisturizer, any makeup remover, anything like that. So when I got home, I decided to slowly start eliminating products from my routine to see if I could figure out what the culprit was. So what I determined is that it seemed to be my moisturizer. My skin is combination oily through the T-zone and normal everywhere else. And I was using the CeraVe cream, the really heavy hydrating cream in the jar, which I really loved, and it was doing a great job of keeping my skin moisturized. But I think it was just a little bit too much for my skin, especially in the oily areas. So my pores were getting a little bit clogged, and I was noticing a lot of breakouts. So when I was at my mother-in-law's house and I didn't have that, my skin really started to clear up, which was very surprising to me because that CeraVe cream is something that I've always really loved. So when I got home, I decided I wanted to try something different, and I went ahead and looked through my sample stash to see if there was anything that I already had. So I did have a little sample of this from my previous Sephora order, so I thought I would give it a try. I really didn't have any expectations because I didn't know anything about it. And during the first week of use, I didn't notice any major changes in my skin, but after a week, wow, I was blown away. This product has truly changed my skin for the better. I've been completely amazed by it. And I was a little bit cautious about it because it does say in their description that it contains a blend of 3 different alpha hydroxy acids. And I know that's really great for exfoliating the skin and keeping that nice, beautiful glow. But in my experience where I'd used an AHA in the past in the form of Pixie Glow Tonic, it became very irritating to my skin after I started using Retin-A. So I'd always use the Pixie Glow Tonic with great results. Then I started using the Retin-A, used the tonic, and my skin would get burnt. Literally red, beet red. It looked like I'd been out in the sun all day, and that would last for a couple of days after I used it. So I completely eliminated that from my routine. Never went back to using an AHA outside of just maybe a little bit of salicylic acid and a cleanser here and there for, acne breakouts and things like that. So that made me a little bit cautious about it. This also does have an Asian fruit extract in it, and then a few different forms of, I might not pronounce this correctly, but hyaluronics. So that's the moisturizer that helps keep your skin hydrated. So anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase here. It has not caused any irritation on my skin. It is a very gentle formula, but very effective. Philosophy's information about this product, they say it is for pores, dryness, and fine lines and wrinkles. And I would say that it has done a great job of combating all of those issues for me. I do also want to say that there is a PM version of this product, but when I was looking to make my purchase, I couldn't really distinguish between the two. I couldn't really tell what the major difference was with the PM version, and their information about this regular original version says that it was suitable for both day and nighttime use, so I decided that this is the direction that I would go. I'm going to pop in a little bit of just a quick demo for you here. I also wanted to show you a picture of my skin with nothing on it. I know a lot of times when YouTubers do skincare reviews or anything that is supposed to be sort of an anti-aging type of product, people are always a little skeptical when you're only showing your skin under this lighting. And this lighting can be very flattering. So I wanted to give you a real sense of what my skin looks like. Now, it's definitely not perfect. So in the picture that I'm going to show you here, I don't have anything on my skin. I am wearing lip balm. I'm wearing a little bit of NARS eye primer, and that's it. There is nothing else. I didn't filter this. I didn't retouch it. I didn't do anything. So I don't have perfect skin. I have hyperpigmentation. I have acne breakouts from time to time. But I really wanted to give you a sense of what my skin looks like after I've been using this product with nothing on it. So I am applying it both day and night, but at night I only use it about 3 days a week because I am still using my Retin-A product, so I like to alternate. So every morning I use it, and then the 3 nights a week I use it. And what I'm really noticing that's been very surprising to me is that my skin is less dry than it used to be. It doesn't really make any sense to me, and I really can't explain why that's happening, because before I was using such a heavy moisturizer with that CeraVe cream, and now I'm using something that I would think would be less hydrating, but in fact my skin has really normalized. Not only do I not have the dryness that I had before, but I also don't have some of the oiliness that I had before. So my skin will still get a little bit oily throughout the T-zone, but I've been really amazed at how much it has normalized. And I do wear this under makeup, and it sinks in so effortlessly. It's such a beautiful, lightweight, whipped formula that it really acts as a beautiful makeup primer, and I don't notice any greasiness. It's just really comfortable. Now, for those of you who are fragrance sensitive, this does have fragrance, and I wouldn't say it's strong, but it is very noticeable. To me, it's just a very clean, fresh fragrance. I love it. I think it's beautiful, and I look forward to using this, and I don't notice it once it's dried or once it's sunk into my skin. But I do want you to know that it is there, and it is very noticeable if that's something that you're sensitive to. Now let's get into how this product has benefited my skin. This has truly changed the texture of my skin. My skin is smoother, my skin is softer, makeup goes on more easily. As I mentioned before, it's normalized my skin. It's not too oily, it's not too dry. I will still get a little bit of dryness in the areas that I always have right around my mouth at the end of my nose, but that's usually the night after I've used the Retin-A, not after I've used this. It has not caused any sensitivity, it's not caused any irritation, no burning. I will tell you though, and Philosophy points this out in their information, any product with alpha hydroxy acid will make your skin photosensitive. So if you are going to be outdoors, if you're going to have prolonged sun exposure, you really do need to be careful to use sunscreen when you're using this, and probably for at least up to a week after if you discontinue using it. So your skin will be more sensitive to sunburn once you're using it. The other pro, and I cannot emphasize this enough to you, is I am having so many less breakouts. My skin is so much less prone to acne, and my pores appear smaller, especially right here and right around this area where they would typically be very clogged and appear larger. Now, I know that nothing can reduce the size of your pores, but I've noticed that this product has just made them less prone to getting full and looking and appearing larger. This really has done everything to change the appearance and texture of my skin, and I will go so far as to say that I think it is as important to my routine as the Retin-A has been. Nothing is going to be as effective as Retin-A, nothing's going to replace it for me, but I think using these two things together alternately and never together, it's really improved my skin. As far as cons go, I really just don't have any. This is a beautiful product. I can say for some people, one of the cons might be the fragrance. I will say that I also think that probably some of the ingredients of this are a little bit sensitive, and if you want them to have their full potency, I would recommend getting a smaller size jar like I did. My concern was that if I got the 4-ounce size, that maybe some of those benefits would deteriorate over time because of the jar packaging, because you do have to just dip your fingers into the product and use it, and I knew that every time I was opening this, they were probably getting exposed to air and maybe deteriorating or losing potency just a tiny bit. So that might be one drawback. So the bottom line is that Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar is a game changer for me. It is a new holy grail product. It is something I'm going to repurchase. I am just so pleased with the changes I've seen in my skin. I love everything about it. There have been no cons for me. I can't think of one single way in which this has not been a benefit for my skin, and I am really happy to say that I can recommend it. So I hope that you found this review helpful. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.